Alright, welcome to Sonic's Big Fat Ass Game. We are entering a stretch I like to call the Pain Olympics. Because this is, without a doubt, the roughest stretch for me when it came to playing this game. And watching the 3 videos that are going to be titled under this one right here, the first one, the first official installment of the Pain Olympics, unless you want to count Sunset Vista's Pain Olympics Part 0. This one here, it's pretty rough with how many restarts that we have in the upcoming level of Cortex Power. I mean, we have 3 restarts in this level already, even though this level probably gives me more trouble to complete than something like Cortex Power, but, things kind of just happen when you're playing a game, while recording. Just the craziest shit, So, this level here has a pretty simple gimmick. You're just jumping over barrels, and you have to make it to this part here, where you'll be jumping over normal barrels, but at the same time having to dodge these bouncing barrels, which is the bane of everyone's existence when it comes to toxic waste. You gotta know where the fuck they're bouncing. Otherwise, you guaranteed will be, getting hit by this infernal thing. So yeah. This is where my restarts happened, because I kept getting fucked in the ass by this part coming up here, where that big asshole is doing nothing but throwing these bouncing barrels. And you don't know where the fuck they're, landing, because there's no indication on the floor, nor is there any shadow underneath those barrels to tell you, okay, the barrel's gonna land here. You just have to estimate. You have to guesstimate where the fuck it is. And not only that, but this is probably the best safe spot you have right now. But it really isn't a safe spot because you're right next to TNT. So I was too slow getting to that token. And, I had a mask so I didn't die, but all I did was I jumped in the air and then fell to my death. So this is a really annoying part, because you gotta deal with that, and then you gotta know where the fuck you're, standing. So yeah, anything on that part can fuck you over. Just the barrels itself or getting blown up by these TNT. Now, thankfully, on this restart here, we do get the gem. And it is a blue gem, by the way. This is a color gem level. So, imagine having to do this shit on the Insane Trilogy, where you have to fucking be perfect and break all the boxes. The level itself is, it's not complex. It's literally a fucking hallway. And all you're doing is jumping over this gap, jumping over that gap. You're just moving forward, jumping over barrels and shit. So, literally the only challenge of this level that just, really fucks with a lot of people is this here. Because you just get nervous. You don't know where the fuck it's actually landing. You have to study the entire pattern and just, really be meticulous about this shit. It takes a lot of patience. This is where the design of, patience in Crash 1 kind of, helps you out here. So I was patient, and then I kind of just gunned it when I made it past that bad part there. But, yeah, we got our blue gem now, and we have to return to 2 levels, though there are 3 levels that use the blue gem, one of which we're not going to get to yet because, it's further along in terms of level progression. So that's going to be, what, 2 videos later, I believe? So instead, have fun with this fucking level here, Cortex Power. Oh my god. Okay, so the thing about Cortex Power is that it's not the worst level in the game if you know what the fuck you're doing and you know where to go and how to do it. But clearly, I didn't have too much of a plan here. I was fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I did last time. Even though the last time we were in Cortex Power, you know, we kind of just, like, breezed through it. We didn't really take any, you know, backtracks or anything because we couldn't, because we didn't have the blue gem at the time. But now that we do, we are required to do that. This whole level is basically branching pathways on top of that, on top of all that shit. And you have to take the most optimal route for you to not only keep as many masks as you can, because there is a chance that you will overshoot your jumps or undershoot your jumps and hit those hot pipes. But you also have to do this shit while backtracking against the goddamn camera. And that's how you backtrack in Crash Bandicoot 1, or any Crash Bandicoot game for that matter. You're going against the camera because, you know, it's a linear platformer that goes in one direction as far as progression. So, yeah, I mean, you're going to have to do some shit where the game is technically not designed to do, but they expect you to do anyway. And you have to do this while jumping over a bunch of these one-hit kill snot pits and maneuvering around these invulnerable enemies that you can only kill by being invincible or wasting a mask on. Like, if you touch them, you die. You can't kill them in any way, shape, or form without a mask. So, yeah. And, of course, at the end of this bitch, as you know from the last video that I talked about, there's a crate bridge you have to worry about. And since, you know, we have to fucking...
And here we go.
Okay, so don't do that on that bridge, please. If you're gonna be invincible and shit, do not walk on that bridge, because it has TNTs on it, and random boxes. And if you're invincible and you hit a TNT, like, that bitch will just explode. It won't... I mean, like, it won't have, like, a half-second delay or whatever, or 1 second delay. I mean, whatever delay there is when you walk on top of a box all invincible and stuff, where it'll break after, like, that delay. No, TNTs don't work that way. Like, that bitch explodes when you make it explode. So, don't do what I did there. But that little edit that I had right there, the little "here we go" from the late Heath Ledger Joker, that signals the beginning of the Pain Olympics, because, God, shit just gets really fucking annoying from here. But looking at this track right now, and then comparing it to how many cuts that I needed for the high road, and how many cuts I'm going to need for fumbling in the dark, oh boy, this is nothing. This is actually, like, I'm actually lucky that I was only, like, one restart shy of matching Sunset Vista. Hell, that should have been Pain Olympics 1, if anything, because I had so much trouble with that level. But it's only because I was playing it while I was in a bad mood from work. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was in a bad mood when I played this level too, because I just did not have a plan here. But suffice to say, my plan so far from what you're seeing is to pretty much backtrack every route that I can to make sure, or to figure out what route has boxes. So then, when I figure out which route has boxes, for whatever reason, I keep missing the checkpoint. Don't know why I'm doing that when I'm playing Crash 1, where, you know, if I hit a checkpoint after breaking the boxes, they don't save the amount of boxes you break, so it's fucking pointless. What I'm apparently doing is that I am getting up to that fork, or to that point, and then I'm backtracking around here, and I'm trying to go through this entire route in its I'm like hole or whatever in its entirety, and getting to that TNT crate bridge, where I'm gonna just, like, attempt to just cross this, like, not break any boxes, just, like, cross it, or I don't know what the fuck I was trying to do. Because it turns out that the best way to actually do this is to get to the point where I keep bypassing the checkpoint. You hit that checkpoint, And then you actually go through that route, because after you cross the pit, there's one box in that entire hallway that you have to break, which I'm going to try to backtrack to get now, which is an absolute shitting pain in my ass, because I can't scale this jump. But, for some fucking reason, you can scale it by heading the other way, which is the way I'm supposed to be heading. So, that's the only reason why heading that way is much harder, because you have to make some really pixel-perfect jumping between the pipes bullshit in order to backtrack to get that one singular box that you could have just easily gotten if you just went the, that way to begin with. Getting that box, traversing through that entire obstacle, and then backtracking through the whole blue gem route, at least to the point of the TNT bridge. Because right now I think I do get the checkpoint here finally. Like, I think about it, I'm like, maybe I should... No, what the fuck am I doing? What the hell am I thinking? I need to break this checkpoint right now. Now, I think I did sort of tease doing the correct way here, because I'm checking out this route to seeing what the fuck I'm actually missing when I'm, like, backtracking away from it. And see, it's so easy to get that box when you just spin the enemy into it. And pretty much, you can just scale these jumps easily, because, like, heading this way, that second row of pipes right there, that one right there, that I can't scale heading the way that I'm heading now, like, you can scale it just fine heading in the forward direction. And trying to backtrack through this route the way I'm doing it now, I seriously think it's impossible, because you have a sinking platform, and then you have a platform that moves up and down on some sort of loop that's never going to be the same, along with these bitch-ass enemies right there. So I'm doing the whole strat thing again, where I'm going to try to, like, go through this route first and then backtrack and get the box again. Like I said, what I should be doing is getting that Aku Aku box if I want to go through this route to begin with, and then backtrack out of it and go through the other route that I backtracked away from, go through that entire route, get that one singular box and scale those pipes, and then come back here just so I can blow up this crate bridge, because it, for whatever reason, did not dawn on me that these fucking crates have TNTs on them. So if I just hit one TNT, there goes the entire crate bridge. I don't have to worry about it. But it's like, I just don't know what I was thinking here with this playthrough. Like, this is me being stubborn. Like, this is showing that once I have a dominant strategy, I'm always going to use it, even if there is another strategy that's much more dominant than the one that I'm using. And it's just frustrating to watch, because, like, every time I watch this and then, like, redo my commentary over and over again, I'm just, like, asking myself, like, why didn't you just do this? Why did you make it infinitely harder on yourself? You didn't even have to... I mean, like, we would have had, what, only 2 Pain Olympics videos? Shit. Maybe the first one would have been Sunset Vista, instead of having to deal with, like, technically 4. Because, I mean, what? I guess Sunset Vista's like the pre-Olympics or something, where it's like it's a taste of things to come. But it really just all goes ass over tea kettle in this, like, in this one stretch here. It just goes completely nuts. So here's that crate bridge I was talking about, and you don't have Aku Aku to cheese it for you, so you have to break all of these one by one. Though there's also another way I could have done it too. I could have just, like, crossed the bridge by breaking whatever crates I can, getting to the end, and then, like, going back to break the crates that I, missed, and try to see if I can get over the gap by breaking those easily breakable boxes. Now, you notice I didn't cut back to the checkpoint, because after this, I fuck up quite a bit And I fuck up real bad. You see, I want you to look at my life count right now. It's at 96. And that's a lot of lives, you know? That's a lot of attempts here that I can make, you know, to fuck up. Because once you restart, you're only losing like one life. And chances are you'll regain that life back anyway after a couple of tries. So, I mean, hey, what could possibly go wrong here? I got like 96, almost 97 tries to do this shit. And it's like... I'm feeling myself right now. I'm actually feeling like this is the attempt. Because now I have a plan. It's a stupid plan, but I have a plan. And, you know, I'm just thinking to myself, this is how we're gonna do things. We're gonna try to keep this mask as long as we fucking can. Because that enemy can be a bitch sometimes. Like, I lost my... Well, I mean, I didn't lose my mask on him, but, like, I lost my mask to the TNT somehow. But our goal was just try to keep the mask so we can at least backtrack to that one area with the pipes. But here's the part where it all just goes fuck. Where it all just goes fucking insane. You see this checkpoint here? Well, I accidentally bounce on top of it, and then I'm so just stressed out that I fall into it almost immediately, so I pause select out of the level to get to the map. But then I pause select out of the fucking map. Holy shit. And now we're down to 4 lives, because we had to load the fucking game up again. And when you load this game up, when you load a fucking save file, all the lives that you've collected are lost. But thankfully, as you see, the life boxes respawn now. So we can gain all 97 of those lives that I collected over the course of what? Over the course of what? 5 parts? Because this is part 6. Part 6, and we lost like 5 fucking parts of lives collected. And now, I'm even more stressed out because I have like, what? 5, 6 tries at this before I game over. And I'm so fucking bloody tilted right now that, you know, I feel like anything could go wrong. Where I don't have my timing down pat anymore. And I'm just making stupid mistake after stupid mistake. It's like, it's really aggravating. Like, it irritated the absolute shit out of me. So I was like, fuck, now I really have to focus. Like, I can't fuck around anymore. I can't, you know, experiment and shit. So what you're actually supposed to do with that checkpoint, you're supposed to jump to the edge of the platform, stand still, and then spin it, because if you try to run while spinning, you, for whatever reason, pick up speed and then, like, you know, move in that direction that you're spinning. Because, like, Crash's controls are slippery as shit. Now, I don't understand why I didn't just backtrack here with that invincibility. Would have been perfect, you know? Instead of just getting here, and then having to stand and wait till the invincibility is over, because I can't use the invincibility on that crate bridge, or else it'll just instantly explode, and, you know, shit. Hell, you know what? Now that I really think about it, if I wanted to backtrack through here, I didn't even have to fucking... Like, I didn't even have to go through the rest of this. Because there are no boxes that I have to break. All it does is just, like, I didn't even have to cross the damn bridge. I could have just backtracked or, like, jumped over the pipes and shit. Because they do seem scalable. I would have jumped over those pipes and then just, like, backtrack and went through all that shit again. That way, I would have backtracked to this area going forward and not having to worry about this shit. Because look what I have to do here. Like, you can do that, but it's so incredibly fucking tight. It's so easy to fuck up. Especially with how you are prone to clip that and then just, you know, overshoot your jumps. Also, don't do what I just did there. That was stupid of me. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. Like, if I had to take a wild shot in the dark here, I would say, well, you know, I'm between the electric zaps, so I mean, I don't know, maybe my hitbox isn't as big? Nope, my hitbox is gargantuan, so fuck, like, I can't do that. You're gonna watch me do this, like a lot, but I think we have, like, what, 2 more tries to go after this? Like, it literally makes no sense. Like, I'm watching this right now, and I'm like, oh, I could have just hit that TNT, and then literally backtrack. I didn't even have to go through all that shit. But, of course, I put myself through it, because why wouldn't I? I don't know, I guess I just love the pain. I guess I am, in fact, masochistic, as they say. God damn, like, it was on this fucking level, too. Like, this level is not supposed to be this hard. Like, it's challenging, yes. It's annoying, yes. Backtracking against the camera is not a fun time, no matter what you do. And then having to, like, you know, jump over insta-kill pits and shit, and, like, having to maneuver past these, like, you know, electric zaps, it's not fun. This level is not fun, but it is not that hard. And I infinitely made it harder for myself because I am not a Crash guru. And, you know, I was tilted and stuck on a dominant strategy that, you know, I was like, it's gonna work at some point. Now, what fucking hit me here? Did I seriously get hit by the zap like 500 miles away from me? Because it kind of looks like I did. But really, it doesn't fucking matter, because, like, when you're trying to get to the crate bridge here, Aku ain't gonna do shit for you. If you miss one of those boxes, you fall into the pit, you're dead. That's all I can say. You're dead. Like, you get insta-killed, even when you're invincible, you die. It might as well be a fucking box pit. Now, when I missed that box right there, I should have just kept going. Because, I mean, like, one box space against the other, I can still scale that jump with the hang time that I have, and then, you know, redeem it, like I actually do on my final attempt. But, if I, like, I mean, what, if I, like, miss a box and then, like, what, break 3 more right after that, then I'm fucked. Because there's no way I'm gonna get that box unless I just kill myself. And, of course, knowing what happens when you kill yourself and get back to the crate bridge, the whole thing is going to be outlined because all the boxes are, you know, now unbroken. Hell, even the switch is now unhit, which is stupid. I'm glad they refined that shit in the later games, where you not only, where checkpoints not only save your fucking boxes, but when you save a game, you know, the way it's intended to be saved, you keep all the lives you collected. So, when you start the game up again, when you start the game up again on a hard fucking level, you know, you're not, like, you know, brought back down to 5 lives or 4, and then having to, like, you know, sweat bullets and shit, thinking, oh fuck, am I gonna be stuck now because I only have so many lives and so many attempts to fuck up. You know, it all stays with you, and it should. I don't understand that design choice. I really don't. So, I'm going to make this a heads up here. This attempt that you're seeing, it's not my final attempt, but this is the final time you're going to see me go through all this shit again. Because after I fuck up the crate bridge, I cut back to the crate bridge on my final attempt, because I'm like... Because, like, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, I don't want to see this shit again. I don't want to do this again. I really don't want to sit here and repeat myself talking about, I should have done this, I should have did that. Man, that's bullshit. What hit me there? You know. It's just... Oh, God. Like, I don't know what to say here. Like, this level's challenging, but it ain't supposed to be this fucking hard. So this is what I'm talking about here. If you miss a box, you know, you can redeem it. But since I like hit 2 after that, I can't redeem that. I can hit the box from that distance, but jumping back to it, I can't make the jump again. So we fuck up and miss 1 box here, but since we only had like 1 box away from there, we can jump on it and then scale the jump. And after that, I spin these bouncy crates because I am not about to risk losing 3 or 4 boxes from having a mistimed bounce. So we finally got our gem in Cortex Power. Thank God. But the game does not get easier from here. While we do take a detour to one of the easier levels in Rolling Stones, because that has a blue gem, and, you know, the way the blue gem is used in that respect is a little bit fucking questionable, but, you know, we'll save it to when we get to that point. After this shit, it just does not get easier from here. Like respectively, getting the fucking blue and the red gem in this game is like arguably one of the harder things to do. Just because like the levels are just like, they're so dickish. So I'm glad to be back in familiar territories in Rolling Stones. We don't go for the Brio token here, and you would think that I would, seeing that I only have like so many lives. Like, what am I, up to 10 now? Like, I mean, like, you collect them really quick in this game. So before you know it, like, literally before you fucking know it, you know, you'll be up to, like, what, 10, 11 lives before you even know? And me missing one of those bounces meant I didn't get the Brio token for whatever reason, which I find kind of odd, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, we're almost up to 10, because I know we're going to run into a couple of life crates here as well. I mean, hey, I fucking restarted the goddamn, like, you know, I restarted the goddamn save file, so, of course, they, like, these fucking life boxes better respawn so I can get my shit back. So there's the second Brio token that's been blown up, but like I said, doesn't really matter to me because Brio tokens... shit, I'm tired. Okay. Brio stages are just useless, so unless you like that little bit of challenge and want to get all extra lives and shit, it's really no point. Especially when you die in a bonus round, you don't lose your mask, which is great. But kind of sucks because, like, when you, like, in the fucking later games, you do lose your mask, which is very unhelpful. But yeah, we're gonna get to that point here. Like, there's really not much else to say about Rolling Stones. Like, this level did catch me off guard when I was going through it once, just to go through it, because of, like, you know, because of these skinny ledges and shit. Hell, this right here made me fucking nervous. It's like, I'm jumping on skinny ledges and shit, and I'm moving much faster. Oh, here it is, the fucking blue gem route. So, basically, what it does is that it takes you down to a quote-unquote bottomless pit, so you can break 6 boxes. And if you don't do this, if you don't take the gem down here, it is a bottomless pit. You will die if you jump down there. Even though it is quite fucking obvious that there is in fact a bottom to this pit. So what I did to make sure I didn't like die there from overshooting the ledge, I went up the blue gem and then I just kind of backtracked to where I had enough distance to scale the jump normally. But yeah, we only needed like 1 try here, which is good. Which, you know, I better beat this shit in 1 try because it's a fucking easy level. I mean, for crying out loud, like, on Insane Trilogy, I got a Platinum Relic on this level. Like, I would not live with myself if I had to restart on a goddamn gem run of this level. And it's, like, it's just not hard. So, we got our, backtracked blue gems out of the way. But we still have one more thing we have to do. And that's not getting the Jaws to Darkness, because we're going to do that later. But rather, since, you know, since, you know, the bosses in this game can be really short and simple, we're gonna just defeat a boss right now. We are going to take out our frustration and anger that Cortex Power had given us on this Potoroo over here. And basically, see, what you have to do is that you kind of have to spam the excuse me. You have to spam the fucking square button. Okay, spam spin, basically. For the first 3 bars, spam spin. And then when he starts, like, you know, jamming his gun and doing flips and shit, you know, that's when you hit him. Jump from the furniture, jump back, and then just, like, you know, watch him be on a repeated loop, only just on another side. Not much to say about this boss. It's pretty fucking easy. Like, it's really, really easy. As long as you know what to do, and chances are you will know what to do. So, this is not a hard level here. Also, I think I figured out why Lights Out and Fumbling in the Dark exist now. Because, we, destroyed Pinstripe, and in many ways destroyed the power source of this fucking castle. So now, we are gonna... Oh, Jesus. I don't even want to say it, because it's gonna be an absolute pain in the ass to watch this shit. So yeah, the high road. Pain Olympics Part 2, coming right the fuck up. Peace out. Fuck.